Okay. Good evening, my brother and sisters, brethren, all around the world. Thank you to listen to me. Okay, I want to share with you briefly uh, uh, on a topic. Uh, it is I think we start uh, this topic the other day, so this is the next part of it. Sorry, my English is not perfect. I hope with the grace of God, I'm going to do better as you are moving. Thank you. So I want to share with you this topic. Uh, the topic is it's a question: who is God, or who is the good God? Okay, maybe we will maybe we will also speak a bit of Satan and the kingdom of darkness, and maybe by the grace of God at the end we are going to pray. So, who is God, the good God? Uh, Firstly, what we can say is that God, or the good God, cannot sin. He cannot do evil. He cannot be wicked. In other words, according to my interpretation, God, or the good God, cannot cause pain to somebody, because my definition of evil, wickedness, is simply when you voluntarily, when you desire that your brother should suffer, should have pains. That is my definition of wickedness, and that's why that's why I'm saying that God, or the good God, cannot cause pain or pains to people. I will develop later, maybe by the grace of God, on the topic of hellfire. Okay, secondly, what we can also say is that God, or the good God, knows all things, including himself completely, and including what is exactly sin or wickedness. He knows all those things, and he knows all things. It does not change the fact that he cannot sin himself. Another thing we can say is that nothing is impossible to God, or the good God, except sin, or except committing sin. Another thing we can say of the good God is that he is infinitely great. Another thing we can propose, or we can say, is that is it not possible that the good God is in the eternal future, in the present, and in the eternal past, and that the good God is feeling everything, and and yes, we are saying that we think that the good God, or God, is feeling everything, and is present in every place which can be mentioned without forgetting any. That is another thing we can say from uh, from the good God, what we think He is. Oh God, help. Another thing we can say of the good God is that He was not created. In another word, He did not appear at a certain moment. Maybe another day we will come back now on the rest of people that existed when we remove the good God. I'm saying this because I've said now that I believe that the good God was not created, that He did not appear at a certain moment. Okay. Another thing we can say of the good God is that another thing we can say of the good God is that salvation of sin, of wickedness, is His work of Him alone, despite the fact that we have to do a step to come close or closer to Him so that He will deliver us from our sin, from our wickedness. Another thing we can say from the good God is that He wants, without forcing, that everybody should follow Him, His path, with His help. Okay. Another thing we can say is that sin and pains does not come from Him, from the good God, but from sinners. Another thing we can say from the good God is that if there is a possibility that we sin, for example, in our future, it's not coming from God or the good God, but from sinners or sin. Another thing we can say from the good God is that because we cannot do even the smallest good by ourselves, but only by the good God, we can say that without forcing, only God is great. Only Him deserves adoration and worship, because, and we can say, because goodness is good and wickedness is evil. Yes, we are saying that only God, the good God, deserves adoration and all the worship. We have noticed here that, and I strongly believe it, goodness is good and wickedness is evil, is bad. And we can also say that the source of all goodness, because goodness is good, deserve all the glory, all the worship, and all the adoration. Another thing we can say from the good God, or the good God, is that He wants that Him and us will never disappear in happiness, in relationship, what I've said now also with the new world of perfection and of happiness that is preparing for all of us. oh God, help. Another thing we can say from the good God of God is that there is a relation, or there is a relation or relationship between us and God, but not between God and sin or wickedness. In other words, God can save us, but he cannot save sin, keeping his goodness in all this. What am I saying? What am I saying? Uh, I'm simply trying to say that as God saves, delivers somebody from sin, he changes his nature, and now he has a good heart. As he does that, the evil nature of this man that has been delivered will disappear. That's why I'm saying that God can save us, but God cannot save sin, wickedness, which which I which I can also describe as our evil nature. Speaking here of sin, wickedness. Okay. Okay, we are going to continue. I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue. My brothers and my sisters. Sorry for the interruption. Okay. What we can also say from the good God is that fear does not come from him, from the good God, but from sin and wickedness. That is what I strongly believe. Another thing we can say from the good God is that the good God has already delivered us forever from every sin and wickedness. We just have to enter every moment in the grace of God, which is available every moment, by making a step closer to God, so that he will deliver us from our wickedness and sin. Another thing we can say is that we can say here is that I believe that help in religions have been misunderstood. Why? Because I think that the real hell is our sin, our wickedness. That brings us pains for the one who is in sin, and for everybody all around him, righteous or unrighteous. I believe that God will never bring us pain to anybody, righteous as sinners. Saying this, I'm not worshiping sin, or I'm not saying that the good God have pleasure in wickedness of people or in wickedness. As I'm simply saying that I'm simply saying that God is always finding solution to people. He's a yes, the good God is always finding solution to people. I'm not rejoicing. I'm not rejoicing of the sin of a sinner. But it does not change the fact that even the sinner is in trouble. Because when you sin, you destroy people around you, but you are destroying yourself. In another word, what am I saying? God, the good God, have compassion of everybody who is suffering, including the sinners and the righteous. God, God has compassion of all of them. And God is finding solution for all of them. Concerning the sinner, God is praying that his heart will change in all his feature. But at the same time, he's praying at the present instant that his pains will disappear because God is love. He does not rejoice when somebody is suffering, including the sinner. I'm not saying that God is rejoicing in sin. The proof of this is that I've said that he's praying that the sinner should change his heart in all his feature. But at the same time, while the sinner is still in trouble in his sin, in spite of the fact that he's rejoicing in sin, is also suffering, God, the good God, has compassion of everybody who is suffering, both the sinners and the righteous, and he is fighting that people should not suffer. I've said it before, maybe I will still say it. I believe strongly that God will never bring pain to somebody. That is why I believe. So, what am I going to say? I believe that the fire burning people in hellfire, as it has been explained in religions, can be understood as the good God who has already burned, made to disappear forever every pains and sin in our lives. All of this keeping his good nature. That is how I can interpret it. Now we just have to make a step close to God to be delivered every moment. But I think everything is accomplished. Okay, another thing we can say is that saying that the good God knows everything that will happen in all the eternal future, including those that will sin, seems to be wicked, as if they are already condemned. I'm speaking here of those future sinners. That is why I will be very careful of such declaration. Okay, we'll continue. So what we can also say of God or the good God is that I believe that God can speak to us. Sorry for the interruption. So I'm saying that I believe that God can speak to us and teach us using everything that exists. For example, our body, the sun, the moon, and you can add what you want. I believe that God can also speak to us using the visions and dreams, drawings that we have in our spirit. So I believe that God can also use the vision and dreams, drawings that we have in our spirit to speak to us. I'm going to explain what I'm trying to mean. First of all, I will say here that the vision and dreams. So I'm going to say to you here that I believe that the vision and dreams that I had till now and are not from God. I think they are not from God. I will repeat. I think that the visions and dreams I had in my spirit till now are not from God but from evil spirits in me, which realistically are not in me if I'm righteous, which is my prayer. Nevertheless, what I was trying to say is that despite the fact that those visions and dreams that I had is coming from evil spirits, I'm trying to say to you that God without fellowshipping with evil wickedness and those evil spirits have been explaining me, speaking to me by those vision and dreams. I'll take an example. A wicked man stand here and say, goodness is good and evil is bad. Now, saying that good is bad, he said the truth. What I'm saying is that God can teach us the words of a without keeping man. That is what I want to say. But that God can even use vision and of that evil uh, is giving us 20 to give us and to speak to us. It can speak to us. By the example I gave, if a man stands here and that is good and evil is the truth, now use those words to teach us you without fellowship we can that the without fellowshipping with that man. That's what I'm trying to say. This I'm not praying evil. I'll even go deeper by saying to you, let us be careful voice, yeah, with the visions and dreams that we and we daily surrender to them, saying that is God, the good God that was. That's what I'm saying. Be careful when all evil or goodness, all is evil. Okay, let this way. When you evil, that when you say that evil is or evilness is when you say evilness or good, you are direct in sin. That is why we must be careful to entities or people or even spirits to which we submit. For instance, I'm saying to you, be careful your dreams, visions, voices to submit, saying that is the God that has spoken to you. Because if you even as spoken to the good God, you are acting in sin. You are being blind. You are not well. Is appreciation. God help. So what am I saying? Sorry, impression. What I'm saying is so. What I said, God, the good God, also speaks to us using use that the good God can also speak use the voice uh, that exists and even sinners have before. Sorry for the question. Okay, so what I will say that what here is that sorry for the okay. What I'm to say is the good can to us the voice of the without feeling the wicked. That's what I'm trying to explain. Because light and darkness cannot together. It's not a spirit of that being by light and darkness cannot mix. The fact that they are different. Light is trying to find a solution to darkness and to light, and and darkness cause troubles, cause problems to darkness. That is how I put it. That is how I can put it. Sorry for the illustration. Sorry for the illustration. for the intro. What I can say is the only thing we do every moment, the advice I'm giving us is to come to God so that He will deliver us from evil, wicked. If you've done, if you've closer to the good God, expecting having a good heart, no matter what in your life or all around you don't, because joy you you have every, oh God. Even if we are suffering a good heart, which is not my prayer, the prayer so if suffering with the good, rejoice. In fact, you have everything. If everything is not be is my prayer, new coming happiness that that the good God is preparing all of us. But for for all of us to be of that new world happiness that preparing for all of us, first each time close to God, deliver from evil, which is anything that brings evil in this world, and probably in the coming of most of how the good God is for us. Amen. Okay. Another thing says the Bible says Jesus was casting out demons. I believe that deliverance is not difficult grace of God, because I believe we've been already from the good God. Now, not every accomplished, just have to take a step to the good, and He will deliver us from our bad nature. Another can say that speaking in tongues misunderstood by Pentecostal Christians, and from my personal experience that this speaking in tongues of Pentecost can as tongues irritating with as they speak. I believe of God speak a new language time with all His led by good God. Language of a child of God that I can call love. Yes, I believe the language of God is love. Oh God, help. The question we can ask is God Jesus? Let me put it this way. Is God Son of God said in the Bible, Another question. Another question we can that uh, Muhammad, is he from God? Sorry, I don't want to offend body, but I think that we need to. But I think that we need to be full before we attach an anti or somebody, because you evilness you are already in. Have I said before that is I to be what believe ourselves to the good I said before. He delivers us forever from sin. He will deliver wickedness from our sin, and he will make us those who are fruit, including righteous dead people, and so including and Muhammad, if they are from the truth. The question we can ask is is Satan resisting as it was taught to us in religions? The principal leader, the kingdom of darkness. I really that we have to shake the foundation, question all things by our heart to the good God who is knocking at every moment so that he will deliver us from evil, as already done it. And and as we open him our doors, all the in all it, including all the truth has has been said, taught to us, also Satan. For me, what I can is that we are what I can say is that I've probably seen wicked man and evil, for example, man and evil uh, spirit, for example. But I've already I'm going to pray evil. I'm I'm uh, just debating. I'm not saying to praise. I'm going to say is that is it that the fact that I've seen people before spirit, for example, or wicked, is that the reason why I will quit one sin as Satan has have this? Because I'm not saying being those wicked people have sin. Or I'm not saying that their wickedness is good, because for me, prayer will always be bad and will always be good. Question is, wicked man with the but the question is, these wicked people pushing the description of religion. For example, we thought that there is somebody called Satan, principal kingdom of darkness. Then while the new world of, of happiness have come, people will to overcome us, or even will try to overcome us. So the question of it is not, it's the sense of, or wicked saying this to praise him, but the debate or the is debate or is so but the question is, these people of this generation are not to are in a, they are matching the decision that has been lost in relation. For example, is there is somebody later, this say help, not writing, agreeing what he said religions, but I'm just light of the, so that he will bring us in truth. Oh God, brothers and sisters, I'm going maybe there with you, praying that God will give us food from all what said and what I'm saying. Oh God, help us, help me. Pray. Oh good God, thank you with all my hand, with all my spirit. Then us for any God again. Oh good God, I beg with all my heart and with my strength to deliver us, all of us, without getting anybody all things which comes from sin. I was so praying, oh God, that you deliver us forever any kinds of wickedness and sin. in case we in sin which is not prayer, I God pray good God that you should have on us and still deliver us from all pains. Still it will fall in sin, which is might have made help. Oh, I beg from all and from my strength to remember of us without letting, but in all the meanings of this world, remember. And I will report. Oh, good God, I you from all my heart and from all my strength to remember all of us, to remember us, to remember us, remember us, to remember all of us. So God, oh good God, I thank you from my heart and all my strength. All of us with forgetting but all the meaning this and forever. No words to express what I ask, oh good God. God, I'm praying for all without forgetting anybody. For which is to deliver us from all evil. You what you want. God, I'm praying for all of us, anybody, including this. Oh good God, I beg you from all my heart and from all my strength. Include all of us for I'm praying forgetting anybody. This oh, oh good God, me 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 firstly, me 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 firstly, me firstly, me me firstly, my mother. Everybody having my me medicine. All those all called members. All all set me firstly. People and people die. Cameroonians, Africans, inhabitants of Yaoundé, Cameroon, Africa, and the whole world. Oh good God, you from all my by yourself without the help of anybody. Also of me, you God. Add what you want by yourself, oh good God. What I said, preaching in prayers. Oh, have mercy, oh good God. Mercy. There are no words to express what I'm saying. I don't know what I don't know what to do. Glory, glory to you, God of goodness. Amen.